The Khaf-Herat railway project is destined to change the course of Afghanistan's trade and business growth for the better. The idea has been around since the 1970s, but it remained just a dream until now. Recently, there are plans to bring it back to life. Due to the wars in Afghanistan, the project was delayed for many years. The Khaf-Herat railway has the potential to make a big impact on trade between Iran and Afghanistan. While it may seem like a small step for these neighboring countries, it could open up connections regionally and beyond. Considering future needs, is it true that it will be valuable for countries benefiting from it, especially in Central Asia and China? Before we dive into the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Only a handful of countries worldwide haven't embraced the beneficial railway transportation system, and Afghanistan falls into this category. Despite the global expansion of regional and extra-regional rail networks, Afghanistan remains an exception. Despite the significant advancements in sea and air transportation, with most passengers and goods opting for these modes, countries continue to invest heavily in land transportation, particularly railways. Remarkably, Afghanistan stands out as the sole country lacking both a domestic and international railway network. Presently, it has no internal railway system, but it has established connections with 3 neighboring countries: Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and more recently, Iran. Notably, the Khaf-Herat railway, linking Afghanistan to Iran, has recently become operational and holds a special significance in promoting the transportation between the two nations. Did you know that the Khaf-Herat railway is an old project dating back to the 1970s during the Mohammed Daoud Khan period? Due to wars in Afghanistan, the plan was delayed for decades, but construction began in Iran and Afghanistan, and it was inaugurated in December 2020. Now look at this map. This 225-kilometer railway connects Khaf in Iran to Herat in Afghanistan, making it the most modern and longest existing railway in Afghanistan. The railway includes a 2-story station in Rozanak and a passenger station at the end of the 3rd section. A significant building has been constructed at the Shamtig border for passport, customs, and border services. Coordination between Iran and Afghanistan is necessary for ticket sales and passenger transportation. Initial transportation expectations for this railway include 6 million tons of cargo and 1 million passengers per year. In terms of domestic importance for Afghanistan, the activation of the Khaf-Herat railway is crucial. As a consumer country with a strong demand for foreign goods, this route increases access to products, especially from Iran. Transporting goods by railway, which is cost-effective, reduces the prices of Iranian exports to Afghanistan, benefiting the Afghan people. The railway also alleviates heavy traffic on the Dog Harun Islam Kala Road. For Afghan travelers, the railway provides a more comfortable, quicker, and cost-effective alternative to the existing road route. From a strategic perspective, the Khaf-Herat railway elevates Herat to a hub connecting Iran, Central Asia, and South Asia, transforming it into a 3-way gateway. The first trial run of cargo from Iran to Afghanistan via the Khaf-Herat railway was completed on May 9th, marking a significant milestone. The railway, with 140 kilometers traversing Afghanistan and 85 kilometers through Iran, started construction in 2007 with a reported value of $75 million funded by Iran. The project is part of the proposed $2 billion 5 Nations Railway Corridor (FNRC), linking Iran, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and China, covering a total length of 2,000 kilometers. Beyond Afghanistan, Iran's railway ambitions extend to avoiding isolation and exporting to alternative world markets. By aligning with China and Russia, Iran signals its pursuit of alternative options despite Western sanctions. Being under Western sanctions for an extended period, Iran has successfully established a strong supply chain to navigate around these restrictions. Did you know that Iran has faced sanctions for over 4 decades, and Afghanistan has been under sanctions since the Taliban regime assumed power in August 2021? The Khaf-Herat rail line is part of Iran's broader strategy to create routes that are resistant to sanctions in the region. Both Iran and Afghanistan share the common goal of undermining Western sanctions, and since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, they have jointly announced various transportation initiatives to achieve this. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has significantly reshaped the political and supply chain dynamics in Eurasia, In response, Iran has intensified its efforts in regional transport projects. Iran is actively engaged in major railway initiatives, such as the Five Nations Railway Corridor (FNRC) and the International North-South Transport Corridor (INSTC), a 7,100 kilometers project conceived in 2000. The INSTC involves a network of ship, rail, and road routes for freight movement between India, Iran, Azerbaijan, and Russia, although there are ongoing concerns related to financing and security. Despite the growing alignment between Iran and Afghanistan, uncertainties remain. The development of new transit routes reflects Iran's efforts to facilitate the movement of goods that the West aims to restrict. On the flip side, even though Afghanistan currently has access to seaports through Pakistan, it relies on road routes for this access. In contrast, the Khaf-Herat railway offers access through rail, presenting a dual advantage. Another significant benefit that the Khaf-Herat railway brings to Afghanistan is its versatile use. In essence, Afghanistan can leverage this railway in three ways simultaneously. Firstly, it provides a more cost-effective and quicker means of accessing Iranian products. Secondly, it facilitates access to Iranian ports in both the Persian Gulf and the Caspian Sea. Lastly, it opens up the possibility of connecting to Turkey and Europe through this railway. Beyond the economic advantages, the activation of the Khaf-Herat railway also yields positive political implications for both countries. While the railway was initially opened during the previous Afghan government, its reactivation holds particular importance in the current scenario with the Taliban in control. The revival of this railway signals the Taliban's keen interest in fostering good relations with Iran. The Khaf-Herat railway is expected to bring about a revolutionary change in mutual trade between Iran and Afghanistan. It not only encourages regional countries to resume infrastructure projects that were halted after the change in Afghanistan's regime, but also serves as a catalyst for regional and interregional connections. What do you think? Will the Khaf-Herat railway be the biggest road to Afghanistan's development under the rule of Taliban? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The Tepa pipeline has the potential to earn Afghanistan over $400 million annually in transit fees. No small sum for one of the poorest countries on Earth. Construction may soon restart after years of delays. But can the turbulent region come together to turn this pipe dream into reality? Let's dive in and find out. As many of you probably know, Afghanistan has faced over 4 decades of nearly non-stop conflict. With infrastructure devastated and the economy in tatters, could developments like Tepa provide a much-needed lifeline? Well, the 1,814 kilometers pipeline aims to tap into Turkmenistan's underutilized natural gas reserves, estimated at over 19 trillion cubic meters. The route would snake through Afghanistan's western provinces before terminating at India's energy-guzzling markets. If successfully completed, Tepa could carry 90 million standard cubic meters of gas per day. As a transit country, Afghanistan stands to gain over $400 million per year in fees, a potential windfall for one of the poorest nations on Earth. The Taliban now sees quick completion of Tepa as a top priority. They hope it will bring cascading benefits, lucrative transit payments, thousands of construction jobs in the short term, followed by hundreds of permanent positions operating stations along the pipeline. And linking landlocked Afghanistan with growing regional energy flows could cement its place as the connector between resource-rich Central Asia and the bustling economies of South Asia. Beyond transit fees and jobs, the Taliban have additional incentives to push forward the Tepa pipeline project. Completing major infrastructure initiatives would allow the regime to demonstrate functionality after decades of conflict. Given persistent international skepticism over Afghanistan's stability, delivering on megaprojects like Tepa would let the Taliban signal their engineering capacity, ministerial competence, and reliable partnership to foreign investors. This is crucial as Afghanistan remains cut off from direct Western financing. Building investor confidence in Taliban-ruled Afghanistan would be a major accomplishment, paving the way for further modernization projects that employ citizens and foster wider diplomatic backing. So, in many ways, spearheading complex undertakings like the Tepa gas pipeline represent a crucial trial run as the Taliban seek to cement control over the nation and court regional legitimacy after years of insurgency and isolation. It's easy to see why past administrations embraced Tepa, signing accords back in 2010. India and Pakistan came on board the next year. Ambitious plans set 2018 as the commencement date for construction on the Afghan portion. So what went wrong? Well, spiraling security issues and financial disagreements saw repeated delays even before the Taliban retook control last year. But with relative stability under their rule, could Tepa finally get back on track? The recent Herat summit saw vows to accelerate the initiative. There was discussion around finalizing transit tax structures, land acquisition policies, and compensation for constructing ancillary infrastructure like railway lines. But turning pledges into progress on the ground remains an uphill climb. A key challenge is securing equitable transit fees from India and Pakistan, given their struggling economies. With costs ballooning to over $10 billion, even gas-rich Turkmenistan is pushing for a greater funding commitment from its South Asian partners. Technical obstacles around constructing pipeline networks and compressor stations in remote Afghan terrain will take enormous coordination to surmount. And ambiguity around who will provide security for hundreds of kilometers of exposed pipeline in Taliban-held areas could give potential funders the jitters. Rival insurgent groups still pose disruptive threats, despite Taliban control over most of the country. Environmental impact is another concern. Conservationists warn that construction risks habitat damage and soil erosion spills if rushed. But warming ties between the Taliban and Turkmenistan point to a shared will to accomplish Tepa for its economic and geopolitical significance. So, could solutions emerge to the array of financial security and technical roadblocks hampering Tepa? We'll be tracking the Taliban's pipeline diplomacy closely here. Stay tuned as we find out if conciliation through regional connectivity remains a pipe dream, or whether a monumental project like Tepa could spark Afghanistan's renewal. So that wraps up our overview on the latest developments surrounding the turbulent Tepa pipeline project. As we've explored, constructing this pivotal regional linkage could be a monumental boost for Afghanistan's economy and stability, but immense financial, security, and technical obstacles continue to obstruct progress. Ultimately, Afghanistan's future may hinge on whether the Taliban can judiciously balance reconstruction priorities while maintaining positive ties with their Central Asian neighbors. Key leaders seem to genuinely believe shared infrastructure projects like Tepa provide the best path for economic development and regional reconciliation after decades of war. But what do you think? Can the promise of transit fees and energy trade override the myriad complexities facing Tepa and other connectivity initiatives across Eurasia? Or are the roadblocks just too high for Afghanistan and the region to achieve cooperation through infrastructure? Recently, there have been discussions about the potential of turning desert regions into solar energy powerhouses. In Afghanistan, people have already begun integrating solar innovations into their lives. Did you know that a fundamental understanding of basic light reflection can help you to construct a solar oven without relying on any sort of electricity or fuel? Here's a quick challenge for your knowledge. Do you think the people of Afghanistan utilized concave or convex mirrors in building their solar ovens? Find out the answer and unravel the science behind it by tuning into the video. The artisans of Afghanistan have started to build highly efficient solar ovens by applying a very simple phenomenon of light. The solar ovens are not built by large MNCs, but rather handmade in local factories using limited resources by skilled craftsmen to fight against the inflation and high fuel prices in Afghanistan. They have quickly become popular among the common people of the region and have received a high amount of positive feedback from the customers. As per the officials, the solar ovens have become a profitable business within a short period of time. These ovens use sunlight and provide an innovative way to cook. Not only is the product affordable and durable, but it also promotes sustainability while benefiting the poor people who can't afford the expensive fuels in Afghanistan. Crafted with precision, these solar ovens harness the power of direct sunlight to facilitate cooking and boiling water. The intricate process begins with skilled craftsmen in Afghanistan producing thousands of these innovative ovens. Starting with the creation of a metal frame, it undergoes transformation as a concave mirror is meticulously applied, followed by the installation of glass panels. When the rays of sunlight from such a far distance fall on the concave mirror, they unite at a single point in the center, commonly referred to as the focus of the concave mirror, situated just beyond the mirror's surface to form a highly diminished-sized image of the sun itself. This precise location is where the base of the cooking utensil is positioned. You can imagine the amount of heat produced at this focal point, since basically it's a minimized representation of the sun. Hence, the glass panels are arranged strategically to reflect sunlight onto the oven's surface, generating heat. The final touch involves installing a metal ring at the center of the sunlight reflection for placing the cauldron and tea kettle. The success of this endeavor has brought joy to solar oven manufacturers in Afghanistan, providing employment opportunities for numerous young individuals across different factories. With the rising costs of wood and gas, coupled with the scarcity of durable and affordable electricity, these solar ovens have become a popular choice among families. Witnessing a surge in interest, these ovens are now an essential commodity, offering a sustainable and cost-effective solution in Afghanistan. The surge in solar oven sales in Afghanistan is closely tied to the challenging economic conditions and limited income opportunities in the country. Faced with economic hardships, Afghan citizens are increasingly turning to cost-effective alternatives, with solar ovens emerging as a popular choice. Beyond economic considerations, the environmentally friendly nature of solar ovens free from air residues and other pollutants adds to their appeal. It's accurate to assert that solar ovens have become a crucial adaptation for families navigating tough economic conditions, significantly improving their quality of lifestyle. An indirect yet noteworthy impact has been the rise in job opportunities for the youth, with various experts contributing their skills to the diverse manufacturing processes involved in creating solar ovens. Looking ahead, there are numerous prospects for scaling in this field. Afghanistan could explore the potential of becoming an international exporter of affordable solar ovens, thereby boosting its GDP. This innovation exemplifies the profound impact a simple idea can have on individuals' lives and society at large, validating the saying, "Where there is need, there is invention." Do you think a similar innovation can happen in your country of residence? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you know the name of the most famous export from Afghanistan? It's not dry fruits, but Rashko Baba. Rashko Baba is not an edible product, but a steam boiler. You could compare it to the humble pressure cooker in your kitchen. Afghanistan is making these sturdy steam boilers by the lakhs and is exporting them to almost most parts of the world, making the country the largest exporters of steam boilers in the world. Rashko Baba is the original Afghan name of the ordinary pressure cooker, being used for ages in Afghan kitchens. The company that manufactures the Rashko Baba steam boilers was established in 2004 in Nangarhar province of Afghanistan. They just manufactured aluminum pressure cookers in different sizes for home use back then, but today they have become one of the biggest manufacturers of pressure cookers or steam boilers in the world. They have done so with hard work, a steely resolve to succeed, and due to the constant innovation and upgradation of their product line in keeping with customer delight. The first thing they did that gave them phenomenal growth was to start the production of large commercial pressure cookers that were 50, 80, and 100 liters in size within the first 2 years of production. These large pressure cookers became very popular in the hotel industry and started selling like hot potatoes. This helped the Rashko Baba company become one of the largest manufacturers of cast aluminum cooking utensils in Afghanistan. The Rashko Baba steam boiler is exported to 14 countries, namely Ukraine, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, Lithuania, and the United Arab Emirates today. A lesser-known fact about Rashko Baba is that the company that produced it was not called Rashko Baba when it started. Its products were marketed under the trade name of just pressure cookers. The company's name was changed to the Rashko Baba Mold and Product of Steel Tools Ltd. to identify with its most famous brand, the Rashko Baba steam boiler. Coming to the qualities of the Rashko Baba steam boiler, almost anyone who has seen it appreciates its design and high quality. It is made of cast aluminum and has 2 handles for easy use. Its design is fabulous. It looks great as well as cooks great food. These steam boilers improve the cooking experience due to their unique design and the ability to cook food in a short time. This helps reduce energy consumption and helps preserve the environment too. This steam boiler has become the most important kitchen appliance in Afghanistan, with almost every Afghan family using it. But that's not all. What happened earlier was that Afghanistan used to import most of its cooking appliances due to the civil war. But now, since the Rashko Bano Company has started its factories in different provinces of the country, Afghanistan has become self-sufficient in this area. The company is providing the Rashko Baba boilers to 34 provinces of Afghanistan, and this has prevented the import of 60% steam boilers from foreign countries. Even though the Rashko Baba is the most expensive boiler in Afghanistan, being sold for around 4,000 Afghanis, the native Afghans love it because the food that is cooked in these cookers has a unique aroma of its own. Due to high demand, the twin factories produce tens of thousands of steam boilers in different sizes, to cater to the domestic as well as the international market. And this has a most favorable impact on Afghanistan's unemployment problem too. Around 200 workers work in the two manufacturing plants of Rashko Baba in Nangarhar and Kabul. The company also provides employment to about 1,000 workers in marketing, sales, and packaging. The Rashko Baba steam boiler production industry in Afghanistan is developing as one of the critical industries with a huge impact on the economy of the country. It has helped Afghanistan become self-reliant and is encouraging the youth of the country to be more entrepreneurial too. The company now plans to boost production so that they reach almost all the world with their Rashko Baba steam boilers. Let us know if you found this video infotaining in the comments section. And do smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for some more kick-ass content.